Hi, Charlie. Thanks for coming, and thanks for everybody being in this room. It gives me a little bit of hope. But I got to say that I'm pretty discouraged. 57 House Democrats for the state of Colorado voted to make 4 grams of fentanyl legal. That will kill 2,000 people. Yep. It's basically a ticket now. If we fill this bag with a pound of fentanyl, that would kill 198,000 people. We collected 12,000 pounds at the southern border. We are Colorado's the second highest state for drug overdoses from fentanyl, and we have 57 state Democrats just passed the most expansive abortion bill in the country, allowing us to abort a baby right up until like 1 minute before they're born. I'm discouraged. You talked about the 3 things we need to do. Sorry. How do we make, how can I have an impact against these kind of odds? And how do we make housing affordable when it's already gone past some crazy
Two questions. Okay, housing affordable, you got to wage war against the environmentalists because you're not able to build enough homes. I guarantee you that's happening in Denver. It's absolutely happening in California, and it's happening in Arizona. The environmentalists want to have less new development because they think it disenfranchises some weird bird no one's ever heard of, right? And so we need to build more homes, and we have to build them quickly. And we have a huge housing crisis in our country, the likes of which we have not seen in a long period of time. But I believe that we need to build horizontally, not vertically. It's one of my speeches. Developers don't like it when I say this, but it's true. The higher the building, the more liberal the voter. It just is. So, and if you are, the closer to the ground you are, the more conservative you are. We should encourage people to spread horizontally and not vertically. Look at Denver. The higher the high rises, has Denver become less free or more free? It's become a dystopian nightmare. You guys know that. Now you might say, Charlie, that's a correlation of the causation. Think about it. If you're on the 32nd floor renting, not owning, if you're not in the weeds and in the yard and understanding what it takes to grow food and to maintain the land, are you going to be more or less likely to actually be a conservative? The higher the building, every single study shows they become more liberal over time. It's happening in Phoenix, happened in Denver, happened in Atlanta, happened in Dallas, happened in Chicago, happened everywhere, and yet few people actually say that out loud. Whatever. Okay, that was housing. Fentanyl. Look, there's no redeemable value to fentanyl. There isn't. Someone said, like, fentanyl could help you with something. If you can articulate that for me tonight, what fentanyl helps you with, my mind will be blown. It's a killer. Okay, and we have over 100,000 drug overdoses in our country for 2 reasons. Okay, number 1, China makes the fentanyl, and they bring it across our southern border here illegally. Okay, we should sanction China until it stops, and they would have it happen immediately. Our leaders are bought by China, so they don't do it. We secure the southern border. We could restrict fentanyl. And finally, we need to go more after the dealers than the users. I'm going to have a big speech on this. Users shouldn't be doing it, obviously. Many of them don't get to use fentanyl more than once because they get knocked out so quickly. But the dealers, this is why I'm such a big opponent to this like prison reform nonsense, bail reform. Dealers should go to prison for a very long time. You're trafficking that crap, jail, long time, private cell. Done. Thank you.